Hello. Today we are drawing Vario, and Vario is a very nice character. Well, I'll start with his hat, because he has a big hat, and you have to start with his hat to make him look proper. Well, once you have his hat kind of done, and then you can add one of his ears. He has spiky ears. As you see, he has some sideburns coming out around his ears, of course. And then, once you have his ear and his earlobe done, you can see where his face comes in. And this is how his face comes in. Because he has a giga chin, he needs to be added a mega chin, which is hard to add if you're new to drawing. And there you go, the perfect mega chin. And then his face finishes here. And then you can add his second ear. Which starts on his other side. And that is Vario's head. And once you have done his head, you need to add everything else, such as his big eyes. And where would you start that? You would have to find the middle of his mouth. Because he has a big smile, I'll add his big smile. And you gotta find the perfect posture of his mouth. Because it has to look good. So I will not finish the upper side of his mouth because he has a mustache. And I gotta add his mustache in with his nose. So his nose is in the middle. And that's how his nose is. But it's very difficult, as you see. It's very difficult to add his nose. And that is his nose. And then right out of his nose comes his electrical mustache, which you have to add with with precise. That's a bit too big. His mustache does only reach up to his ear. So once you get up there, you can come back down and finish his mustache. And because his mustache is all black, we have to color it in ourselves. And this is where the difficult part comes in. You have to make sure you don't color outside his mustache. The mustache is black, so I'm using the color black to fill it in. You have to be very careful to not mess up. And once you filled it up, it should be easy to do the next mustache. Because he has two mustaches, each from his other side of his nose. And once you did that, you return. And then you continue drawing the other side of his mustache. Oh, this is a little bit thick. So you start down and you go up and you go down and you go up. That's a little bit crooked. I want to make it good looking. You wanna try and make him good looking, 'cause he's a good looking fella. And his mustache comes in and up like that. And voila, his mustache is done. And now you just have to color it in like the other one. Once you get all the coloring in, you can already tell who it is. That went a little bit bad, but no worries. I'll fix it up. And as you see, his mustache is done. Filling up his mouth might not be easy, because he has big teeth that have some spikes along the way. So you have to be very careful on where you put the spikes coming from his mouth. And then you have to do the bottom part, which is exactly the same. They come up here and then they create the same pattern. If you have a mistake, you can just redo it. Just like that. And there you go. Those are his teeth. And then you're gonna add his eyes. He has two big eyebrows, which start from his middle nose. So his eyebrow goes like this, goes up here, and is very thick. And then he has another one, just the same way. goes up, but a little bit messed up. Starts to go back, like this. And both his eyebrows are black, so we fill them in. So we know that those are his eyebrows. Then he has two eyes, very big. As you see, he also has cheeks, which I'm adding in. And I forgot to add his hair. And voila, that is Wario's mouth and face and eyes. And he has two eyeballs in his eyes. And that is pretty much Wario's face. I have to add his cap. Oh, it goes on his head. As you see, the cap was added, and he has a circle on his hat. Which has a W in it. But the W goes outside of the hat. Just like that. And then you can remove the parts that are connecting the circle and color it. Actually, it's blue, not the whole thing, but the W. While the circle is white and the hat is yellow. He has spots around his eyes that are also a different color, so I need to add those. And next, we will add his body. He has a very big body with very strong arms. As you see, I gotta add his arm first. Since he wears gloves, I gotta make him look like gloves. And that's his arm. And he has a W on his glove. That stands for Vario. And that is perfect. Then he has his arm with a small elbow. When his arms continue, he also has the sign of a strong arm, which I will add here. And that is his arm. Then he has his body here. And now I'm going to add his other arm. Just his shoulder popping out from this side, which then goes to his arm and his small elbow. And then his arm goes all the way around here. And as you see, I'm trying to make his body fit with his arm, which is not as easy as you would think it would be. And I have to add his finger, which you can barely see because of his body that is coming out here. And now I can delete the parts that I don't want to be shown. And there we go. His body is almost complete. Then he has a leg, a very small leg. And a very nice shoe. And that's how his body goes. He has another leg that comes down where he has another shoe. And there he goes. There is his shoe. And he has a top, which comes down from his two shoulders, which comes down like this. It's a button up. And it has a button here. And another one over here. Which has another button. And there you go. That is his body. And now we can color him in. So he has a light blue around his eyes here. He has a pink nose. He has skin color. His skin color is less pink. Something like this. I don't think it's something like this. I think it's something more brighter than that. I think it could be this. And his nose might be a darker pink. Just like that. His hair is brown. And I gotta color finish his hat. And there we go. And then we add the colors in his gloves, which is blue. Before I forget, I forgot to add his t-shirt on this side. So you can tell his t-shirt is yellow. Whoops. How did that get out? I need to make sure that everything is connected. We don't want no colors to get out. Oops, that should be yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow and yellow. The gloves stay white. And his suit is purple. Whoopsies. How is the color going out? Where is there a hole here? Oh, and now I can add the purple. And his skin color too. And his green shoes. And that is Wario. But I will add a smart character next to him. And who will that be, you may ask? Well, you're about to find out. If you can guess, good luck. He has a little helmet that goes like this. He has two ears. Oops, that go like this. And then his head comes down. Oh, that's a bit too big. I don't like that, but I will fix it. I don't like that either. I think this is getting better. And there's his hat. I mean his head. Then we have his arm sticking up, which goes up like this and this. He's also wearing clothing, which I'm adding in. As you see, you can already tell who it might be. He has a mouth, smiling. With two teeth. And he has a nose that I messed up. And now he goes nose here. Just like that. Then we have the same thing on this side of his teeth. He has a small in and out, just like that. And that is how his mouth goes. He has a couple teeth. And that is his teeth. He has two eyes. And he has some hair. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And voila. You see his hair already. He has a body. That goes like this. He has another arm. That comes out here. And he has his leg up because he's stomping happily. And his other leg comes in like this. And voila, that is him. Now I'm gonna color him in too. He is yellow with dark yellow ears. His mask is blue and green. His eyes are black. His nose is red. His mouth is pink. His suit is blue, dark blue actually. I gotta fix one thing. That's supposed to be gray. His arms are yellow, and so are his feet. And I forgot a thing. This is supposed to be pink. And the rest of his suit. And he's done. Right next to Wario. And that is how you draw Wario with his little fella friend. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.